By the way, this sound is annoying. Sorry guys. And finally, we were able to get our hands on the brand new Model Y thanks to Tesla. And today we're gonna go and test drive it on the open road, see how it handles, see how the suspensions are, because this is one of the topics that most people were curious about. And by the way, this test is gonna be amazing because we are testing two of their vehicles. This one right now is the all-wheel drive model, which is not the launch series, which means that it doesn't have the boost included, and it also rocks the 19-inch Hankook Ventus S1 Evo 3 EV tires. It's a huge long name. But we're also gonna test the launch series, which comes with the 20-inch rims, and I believe it's rocking the Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires on it. So I'm gonna be really interested to see what the difference is gonna be. And Tesla is, by the way, claiming that those new tires or those new rims, I'm not sure which one actually is making most of the difference, is going to be adding up to 18 kilometers to the range of this vehicle, and an additional 4% are going to be increased in terms of the range because of its drag coefficient. But I'm not going to be talking about all the outside or the interior looks of this car because we have already done this video, and if you want to see it, make sure to click on the link of the top right banner to watch the full video. So let's go inside the car because we're gonna have a great experience with it. We're also gonna do an acceleration test on the launch series with the boost, because Tesla is claiming that it should do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.3 seconds, which is crazy for an EV with this size. Let's dive in. And here we go. First thing I want to say that this little stock right there is a gem. I love that Tesla brought this back. Yes, as you are aware, we are developing our own stocks, and Tesla did something extremely similar to what we are doing. They just made a one-directional stock, which is going only up and down. It doesn't have this pass-through movement, and it also doesn't have the forward and backward movement for the high beams. However, it only controls the turn signal, which is more than you need it for, because the buttons right now are moved in a better position, so it's actually much better to reach. Right now you can control your high beams and your washers with your left thumb, which is perfect. It's just perfect. I love it. You're gonna be seeing this video flipping back and forth between me driving this car and also driving the launch series, which has the boost and the 20-inch rims included. I'm almost at the location that I found and I want to test the car in. The road there should be really challenging for this vehicle. We actually found a little pavement road. Let's see and hear how the car handles. Okay, a little bump. Wow, that was impressive. Let's go a little faster over this one. All right, you definitely shouldn't go over it with 30 kilometers an hour, but it was really soft, it was really comfy, and one thing that hits me right away, how quiet it is. Now, you still feel slight vibrations from the road, but I was expecting it to be a little bit louder inside the car. So the build quality, I feel like, helps a lot because nothing rattles, nothing shakes. So that's why it's a little bit more quiet than I'm used to when I drive a Model Y, let's say. But also the vibrations that the suspensions are absorbing it's just amazing. All right, we've been driving for a couple of minutes on these small roads, and I can tell you the car handles really, really well. The suspension, which is one of the most important things for me, is on the softer side. Tesla is claiming that it's 50% softer than the previous model. It's hard for me to say because I've been used to driving the Highland now, and the Highland is much softer than the previous Model 3s. So this one feels like it's the Highland. I'm not sure if it's a 50% improvement, but it's still a great improvement. By the way, do you hear this? This is the ISA system, the Intelligent Speed Assistance, which came with all newly built cars in Europe from mid-2024. It basically gives a beeping sound every time you exceed the speed limit by about 3 kilometers an hour, which is super annoying because, as you can see, everybody in my lane are driving faster than the speed limit, but I obviously wanna go by the speed limit, but I also wanna go by the traffic. So if I want this to stop beeping at me, I need to press on this little icon every single time I get inside the car. But if you're not aware, we have an automation called muting the intelligent speed assistance, and it's gonna mute it every single time when you jump inside your car, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. So this is what I'm gonna be doing right now. By the way, I've been driving this car for just a couple kilometers, and I'm hearing an interesting noise coming from the sound system. It's probably trying to tell me something, which I'm not realizing what, because no warnings are coming up. However, 3 or 4 times I already hear some beeping. I'm gonna be looking closely at the system while I'm driving just to see what's going on. Why does it give me this warning without actually showing any messages on the screen? Because I'm a little confused right now. And this is not the warning I'm talking about. This is obviously the chime for the green light on the traffic light. But there you go. This one, which you just heard right now, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what it is. I need to inspect it, but more of that later. And there you go, another beeping sound. I believe I know what it is. I believe I know what it is. Maybe this is the sound when the traffic sign changes from one number to another. I'm gonna have to look closely. Right now the traffic sign says that it's 50 kilometers an hour. By the way, these wipers are annoying. So right now it says 50. Let's see if when it goes to 90 if it's gonna beep. There you go. There you go. So this is something I haven't seen in the Highland. Maybe it's somewhere in the settings and I haven't played with him a lot. But to be honest, I'm really shocked to see this because I've been driving the Highland for over a year now and I have not experienced this whatsoever. Please go down in the comments and let me know, is this something new or you've seen it in the past? It's annoying. It's a super annoying sound. I need to stop the car somewhere, play with the settings, because it just pisses me off. Look at this. Every 10 seconds it starts beeping at me because the road sign changes. I'm in the city. The road signs are different every, I don't know, 200 meters. Our car is coming in just a few days and we're gonna do so many tests to it. One thing that we're gonna immediately try is turning off the front LED bar, just so the side DRLs are the only one lit up. We'll see if that's going to be possible or not, but if you want to see that, make sure to write down in the comments. As you probably know, we're going to be implementing the sexy knob in it, as well as the sexy buttons, and we are very, very excited about that. We have already tested in the car. Everything looks perfect. We just need to do some tweaks and adjustments. That's why the buttons and the knob are on pre-order on this vehicle, and we're gonna be releasing the date for the shipping soon once we get our car, do these little changes, and then ship it to you guys. A lot of you are also asking if we can add the right stock to this car. To be honest, we're thinking of it. As you probably know how we do our job, we are taking our time just to make sure that we're gonna be doing the product perfectly. We want to make sure that the quality is great, and that's why I cannot promise anything about the right stock right now, but eventually you're gonna hear from us for sure. Today is a pretty hot day here in Brussels, so I need to turn on the ventilated seats, which this car has. Yes, finally the Model Y got ventilated seats, just as the Model 3 Highland. By the way, what we have just noticed is, do you see this icon? This is something new for Tesla. Nobody has seen it before, and this is a new thing that they have implemented with this car, which probably is going to come to the Highland as well, but not probably for the older models. We'll see. So what this does is forces the airflow to go from side to side automatically without you adjusting it. It's better for circulation inside the cabin, and I believe some people were preferring that, so people has added it. We saw this in the code a few weeks ago, but now we officially see it where they have implemented this. So yeah, the cooling seats are working. It's pretty great. For those of you who are wondering, can you do cooling and heating seats at the same time? Nope, you cannot do it. It's just a fan that blows the air from underneath, but it cannot blow a hot air. If you're watching this video and you're considering buying a Tesla, one big plus for this vehicle is its great autopilot system that everybody who owns a Tesla can tell you about. So right now, we are going to test how good is the autopilot in this car. So as you're probably aware, this vehicle is using the hardware 4 cameras, which is a big improvement compared to the cars built before 2024, but is running an older software version, 2024.44.5. I'm not sure why they haven't updated it, but hopefully a newer version is gonna be available for this car when they actually start delivering. Let's test this autopilot and see how it's gonna perform in these narrow roads. Just double pressing the right scroll wheel. All right, it sees that the sign is 50, it's increasing. It's a little bit faster than I would wanna drive in these little streets, but hey, the autopilot should be smart, right? I should not say anything. Okay, so far so good. I was hoping that the software version is going to be a newer one so I can test the new nag dismissal option. I'm not sure if you're aware, but in some countries in Europe, you are able to dismiss the nag only by approaching the steering wheel with your hands without grabbing it. So let's see, actually it's going to work on this car, but again, this is an older software version, so I'm not sure it's going to do any good to us. It's going to start nagging any second. Okay, it's getting confused. All right, it didn't know what to do in this lane. It didn't realize that there was a bus lane with some warning signs on the side, so it was about to crash into them. All right, let's try the autopilot again, please. All right, that was a little hard on the braking, Tesla, but okay, it didn't know what the guy was doing, so it was trying to protect my life, obviously, but it could be a little bit more gentle. By the way, I'm not sure if you saw it, but there was a nag right now, but it just went away without me even touching the wheel. There you go. Now it should start blinking, I think, because this is in French, I believe, and I don't speak French. Yep, let's see. No, I cannot dismiss the nag by just bringing my hands close to the steering wheel, but hey, it was worth trying. I hope they're gonna implement this soon, just as they did in, I believe, in Germany recently. Let's see how the front camera looks, by the way, because we have never had it before on a Model Y, and now we do. Look at this. I think it's a pretty good quality. To be honest, I can use this footage for a video. It looks very cinematic. I love it. You can also spray it just to wash it. It's pretty good. A lot of people are saying why they haven't added the spraying option to the rear camera. To be honest, I don't think the rear camera needs it anymore because they lifted it a little bit higher than on the previous model. The boot opener is a little bit moved upward and the camera is also there. So I think it's good enough. Look at this road. It's wet because it was raining all morning, and right now the cameras are pretty clean and I'm happy with it. There is no need to change it, but the front camera is very welcome. Currently, Tesla is not doing anything with it when it comes to automations or using it for the autopilot, but hopefully in the future they're going to be doing something great with it. If not, we're going to have to implement something, maybe when it comes to parking, maybe when it comes to monitoring the distance, or you know what, any comments you have, any suggestions you have, you know that we love to listen to you and do everything that's in our power. All right, let's head back to the dealership. I believe we're gonna find a good place to do an acceleration test there. I'm really gonna be hoping that this car is gonna do under 4.5 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. We found a great location to test the acceleration of this vehicle. We are in sport mode, and as I said in the beginning, this car has the boost mode included, which gives an additional 50 horsepower to the car. We have 3 people inside the vehicle right now, which obviously is gonna affect the result, but anything under 4.6 is gonna be amazing. You ready? Let's test it. 3, 2, 1. Wow, it has a great kick to it. To be honest, 4.49, it's right under 4.5 as I wished for it. I'm super happy. This is a super powerful car, guys. It's an SUV, but a powerful one. Good job, Tesla. While I'm standing on the traffic light, let's hear how the sound system sounds on this car compared to the 2023 Model Y. A lot of people are always asking how the sound system is. So we have pre-recorded the same song on the 2023 model at the 50% level, and now we are also going to test this car at the 50% level. So put your headphones in and compare it yourself. All right, I hope it was fun. To be honest, the sound is better. I believe they changed the mid-ranges as far as I've seen. By the way, Tesla is never coming out to announce all the changes they have done. They kind of leave it to the community to figure it out. Everybody is doing their research, which is great, obviously, because the Tesla community is very nerdy and they love seeing what the new hotness is. But I kind of wish Tesla comes and says, we have done this, and that. To be honest, I haven't seen them saying this, but maybe I've just missed it. So you can go down in the comments and let me know where can I find more info on the new car and all the new changes that are in it. What's my final conclusion about this car? I love it. This is a car that I want to drive on daily. It's very comfortable, very spacious. You sit a little bit higher. The viewing angle is incredible. You have, you know, because right now also when we were driving to the Tesla dealership, we were using the iX3, the new one, and the viewing angles are very restricted, even though the car technically is a little bit larger than this one. So but here it's much more spacious. You feel much more in control. So yeah, I love it. Should you buy this car? This is another question that a lot of you are going to be asking, and my answer is if you own a 2024 Model Y. This car comes with a lot of improvements under the hood, so I believe you do not need to rush to change the car. But if you own a pre-2023 Model Y, which is the first one built, yeah, it's good to consider changing it. The performance is much better, the handling is improved, the suspension are great, and also, you know, it's an overall great car. The interior feels much more premium right now, much more luxurious for the money you're paying. This LED strip is going to give you tons of possibility, especially with our Commander. There's nothing bad I can say about this car. And also I love the fact that Tesla has not changed the pricing. As far as I understand, when I have seen it online, the pricing is pretty similar to the older model, so there's nothing you're gonna be losing. It's all up to you, but I say 2 thumbs up for this vehicle. Thank you, Tesla, for making this great car and giving us the option to drive it. I cannot wait to get our company car in our possession and start doing all the testing there is to be done. See you soon, and thank you for watching this video once again.